It's Tuesday morning, about 8:30 a.m. We've got a 48 row John Deere drill. It's an 1890, actually an 1860. It's been converted to a 90 in several ways. One of them is the seed boots and the added grease zerks here. So that's really the only differences on a 60 versus 90 series on the row units. But we're going to be doing some pivots. We're going to be rehabilitating the seed boot pivot, changing discs, changing gauge wheels. We're going to do covers, I believe, wheels, and the main opener arm pivots. So we're just getting packed up to head to Britton, South Dakota for a rebuild. It's going to be a John Deere drill, 1890. I believe it's 48 rows. Might be 58. Can't remember. But we got to get loaded. We're going to do 2 on-site inspections, which you might get to preview while we're there on this video. We had a little nice snowfall, so it's going to make things nice and slick. You thought I was going to show you the code, didn't you? Well, you're wrong. There we go. Let's get after it, huh? It's gonna be a good day. Look at that. I'd say we got a few tools for the job. At least they look pretty. Try a few. And we're not missing something, or if we need to add some, we can get it here before we're done tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're planning to be done here by tomorrow.
I know.
But we're gonna fix the seed boot pivot fixes, right? Seed boot springs, discs, of course, seed tabs, kingpin bushings, V8 wheels, the gauge wheels. All the gauge wheels are getting changed out. 9 of the rubber tire spoke wheels. I think we can get it done in 60, but we'll see. Everything takes longer than you think.
I know.
Well, how's it going, Rick?
We're getting it.
Yeah.
We'll get it.
These guys are fighting these bushings down here. This is why we don't do these kinds of drill out bushings anymore. What happens is they seize up like this, and it's just such a bugger to get them out. We're doing it. We're going to be installing bushings and bolts back in here. We're going to be putting extended wear seed boots in here, so at least you won't have to change them for a long time, but just a lot of work. We're going to change these couplers pretty soon and change the hose, the primary hose. Here's another thing that you got to watch for. When you fold or unfold these drills in the cold, this can happen. They'll snap these primary hoses and secondary hoses. You get really brittle, and these are pretty worn, weathered anyway. I think it's been 8 years or so since they've changed them. But check this out. We're also going to change the towers. This is the old style tower, and they get really corroded. And the hoses don't stay in. So we've recommended that they get the update kit from John Deere. Pretty good value for mid 200s. You'll get a new tube. You get a new style twist off lid. It twists off really easy. And then all the hardware, the clamps, and this rubber head. So this rubber head is a much better design. It flows better, and that's going to replace these. So far so good. It's about 1:30 p.m. and we're really fighting those seed boot pivots, but we're making good progress, and we'll check back with you shortly. it's about 3:30 the first day. We've pretty much disassembled everything. You can see that these boots are the biggest problem. We're having to torch, chop, whatever, just to get those bolts out. And that's what the guys are doing now in the front rank, the last few, maybe dozen rows. Chad and I have been putting the main pins in, and I'll show you that here in a second, but that's been going pretty good. About 13 down and, you know, whatever, 25 left to go. Here's the A-team right here.
I wonder. Yeah, that stuff's hot. Just disintegrating. That used to be this long.
No way.
It's gone.
Just keep having to grind it as it mushrooms?
No, it's chipping off.
Oh, is that why we're seeing sparks everywhere?
Yeah.
Oh man, I want to see those googly eyes. Right, Chuck, look up.
Chuck.
Googly eyes. Back to work. All right, so we got the main pins in. It's kind of hard to see here. On all the rows up front. So we're good there on the whole front rank. We're gonna do the rear rank tomorrow. And the guys have all the seed boots off the rear rank. So we're starting to stage new seed boots with new seed tabs. Here in the back, we've got, oh, where are we at? Up to here. We got 5 rows left where we have to get these old boots off with the stuck pivots. That's been quite a chore. Really wearing us out. I think we're at 20 minutes a row just to do that, and some of them probably take longer, but so we're gonna recap here as a group and then get refreshed tonight, rested up, and be back tomorrow. And we got a beautiful sunrise. Not beautiful. I'm beautiful. I'm feeling beautiful. Be there shortly, and this will be the start of our day 2. So it's probably not even 10 a.m. and we're doing really good here. The last of the boots came off really fast. Got that process down. We're now assembling the seed boots and discs. Tyler's going through here and putting the boots on. What you'll notice is we've got the bolt going back in the bushing. If the bushing had to get torched out, we put in a new one just because the hole's already drilled out. But we're putting anti-seize in to keep them free longer. The new John Deere boots going in. You've got the vanilla seed tab here. And then we've got the seed tube bolt started. And so that's here. And yeah, it's going right along. We swept up our area so it's easier to crawl through here. Looks like, Rick, you're putting the discs on.
Yep.
We're flying right through this. We're gonna be done here probably by early afternoon. And on to the next thing. But really, I'm coming through here, and Chadron and I, Chadron's right there, we're putting these main pins and bushings in these rows. It really helps to have someone underneath. We've got that tool that we showed you yesterday, but we'll also show you today on a great way to do this. All right, so we always have to put the thrust washer here on the side that the disc is on because it's pushing the row unit that way, and that way it doesn't wear into this main mount here. Good?
Yep.
So it's about 2 p.m. on the second day. We're just wrapping up the very front rank here. Chuck right here is actually going through and tightening all the main opener arm pivot bolts, and he's installing them on where they're missing. And then he's also marking it with a paint pen when he does that, just to make sure we've got them all. We don't miss any. I'm going through and installing the V8 firming or press wheel, and I'm making sure that's the correct alignment with the right shims. And so I've just started that on the front rank here. Once that's done, we're going to put the gauge wheels on. The seat boots are already installed. Let's go see what these guys are doing. They're putting discs on. These are 18 5/8 double bevel, or razor edge we call them, discs. They last a long, long time, and they perform really well. Finishing the install of the primary hose. We've got some really nice stainless steel couplers here. That's gonna last forever. We've got gauge wheels going on over here. Really the final step of the row unit. Got a couple green spoked wheels. He's gonna try those. He's had some stubble damage on his other ones, so we wanted to see if the green ones would be good in his conditions. You can see that there's definitely some stubble damage there, some worse than others. But we don't know if the mud will pick up on in his ground. We usually say to try some if we're uncertain, but everything west of here is usually safe to get the urethane. And then 9 other ones are spoke with the rubber tire. And then the rest of them are a solid rubber 3-inch. He's doing a 3-inch gauge wheel, which a lot of people are going to. It's going to engage less of the ground. It's going to engage less root balls, rocks, etc. So you want to make sure that your gauge wheels aren't pushing. So if your wheels are already pushing in softer soils, or you have conventional tillage, and you probably don't want 3-inch, but minimum till, no till, it's a good candidate. Chuck's in the heart of the beast, making it happen, slow but sure. See how I did that? I complimented you, and then I dissed you. Slow. It's 4 o'clock right now. 4 p.m. Chuck and I have to get out of here by 5 to go visit another farmer or two. But I think we're going to be mostly done by 5 anyway. And we're going to pack this stuff up real quick and get out of here. But so far, so good. Assembled row units. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Glad you're hauling everything.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Really appreciate it,
Matt,
Ron.
yep.
And Roger. It's not only been good to get to know you, but thanks for letting us work on your drill.
Absolutely.
And come to your farm.
Yes.
And yeah, we really enjoyed it. So
Sounds very good.
You'll have a machine that's gonna be
Gonna
have great performance for a lot of years, and you'll be good to go for a while. So
Absolutely.
all right.
Thank you.
Keep on farming, right?
Yep.
All right. Thanks, guys.